welcome back to another video from HSTV, and in today's video, as you can see by the video title, we are going to be doing a note-taking review of Samsung's Galaxy Book 4 360. Now, if you haven't already checked out the unboxing and overall review, do go check that out before you come and watch this video. And if you're new to the channel, firstly, go and subscribe. But secondly, my name is Heen Shamaz. I'm now a 5th year medical student here at the University of Edinburgh. And, you know, throughout my medical school years, I have been using a tablet and a PC. But could this Book 4 360 be the new all-in-one that I really need? Now, when I say that this is an all-in-one device, I really do mean that, because this laptop, unlike the tablets and iPads that a lot of students use, is actually a 15.6-inch full-size laptop with an amazing Super AMOLED display. Samsung never really disappoints on the display side of things, so you can be assured that you're going to be getting your money's worth. Now, if that wasn't enough, you're also getting the S Pen in the box, which is brilliant because it's a really crucial part of note-taking. And even though this is a full-size laptop, it's actually quite portable and lightweight, so whether you're using it on your lap or on a desk or carrying it around in your bag, it's actually not a hassle at all. It's quite portable. The laptop also has all of these different ports, from HDMI to USB-C, and a port for your mic as well if you want to connect your headphones, which is so nice to see nowadays on these devices. So when I say all-in-one, it really does meet all of your studying needs. Now, if like me, you have a high workload degree and you have lots of things that you need to be getting on with, then you need a powerful device. And the Book 4 360 really doesn't disappoint on that end, because the one that I've got here is the i7 version with the 16 gigs of RAM. Now, there is the option to go with an i5 processor and 8 GB of RAM. However, I do recommend that you try to invest in the i7 and 16 gigs RAM version, just because I do think that it significantly makes a difference to the speed at which you can get tasks done. And you can see here that really the book does not struggle with the number of tabs you have open all at the same time. And even though, you know, with time devices tend to slow down, we're starting off really well. So if after a year or 2 years it does slow down a little bit, it won't make a massive impact. Whereas when I was testing out the 8 GB version, I did feel it was slightly laggy at times, and that kind of bugged me a bit, because we don't want a device that's already laggy and then, you know, it slows down over time. So if you want to watch some lectures on the laptop, then that's super easy. I'm just going to give you an example on YouTube, and you can actually, when you're in this flip mode, use the S Pen to do your searching all handwritten. So that's actually quite cool. Now, we're just going to put on a little Ninja Nerd video, because I know for a lot of medical students, Ninja Nerd really saves the day. So in full screen mode, you can see that the lecture looks really nice. It's super clear, and again, the display really gives you worth of your money. Now, one thing I did notice is that the little toolbar, the search bar at the top for the YouTube, actually doesn't go away. I couldn't really figure out a way of how to get rid of it, but regardless of it being there, you still do get a nice full-size screen experience, and really no complaints on that side. If you really want to make the most of the screen size, then you can actually take notes alongside watching the lecture. You can actually have up to 4 tabs open, but 2 tabs gives you a good amount of space to work on. So let's talk about Samsung Notes, really why you are here watching this video. So if you are a Samsung avid user like me, then the Book 4 really fits into the ecosystem very nicely. So if you've got a Samsung phone, you've got a Samsung tablet, and you use Samsung Notes like I did for a lot of university, then this book really helps when you are syncing your notes. So all your notes are available throughout all your devices. Now obviously with Samsung Notes no longer being available on Windows, the Samsung Books is really the only PC alternative we have. The good thing is, I guess, that all of the features that you have on Samsung Notes on your other devices are exactly the same on the Book as well. In terms of using the actual tools, I mean, you've got all these different types of pens. You know, I've done lots of videos on Samsung Notes. The highlighter feature in particular is super useful for if you're importing PDFs or lecture slides, then it can be a good, efficient way to actively listen to your lectures, but also, you know, be doing something at the same time. The one thing I did notice, even though, you know, everything is pretty much the same, a few of the S Pen features are not on the Book, as far as I know anyway, such as having your favourites pen bar. You can't actually switch through your pens by clicking on the S Pen button like you can on the Tab series. So that's one little difference that I noticed, but overall, all the tools are the same. You've got lasso tools, you've got shape tools, you've also got the useful handwritten to text feature tool as well, which actually works quite nicely. It's a good feature because obviously we do have a keyboard, but if you are going fully handwritten, then this feature comes in handy sometimes. You also have things like the shape tool, which could be useful. I don't know if you're making a table, or maybe you study engineering, I don't know. So I think overall the experience of Samsung Notes on the laptop is pretty good. Palm rejection works really well. You've got a 120Hz refresh rate. So overall, I think using Samsung Notes and the S Pen and writing on it, especially when you've got it in this flipped mode where it's essentially just a tablet, is quite nice. Now, obviously the screen size is a lot bigger than the tablet, so it can feel a little bit bulky at times, but, you know, in the flipped mode, it does seem like a tablet. I think Samsung Notes has a lot of really great potential. You can see some of the notes that I made in my first few years of medical school. These were made on the tablet, but it's super nice to be able to view them on the Book as well. But you can import images, you can mark them up, and it's super nice and creative way to actually make notes. You know, moving from handwritten paper notes to digital notes was a big milestone for me, but certainly Samsung Notes has been a big help for me and encouraged me to stick to digital note taking. So I definitely recommend you as well to try that out. Now, if Samsung Notes isn't really for you, then you might be a OneNote user. For those of you who've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I actually hate OneNote. You know, the reasons you can see here, I actually can't work it. That's probably just me being lazy and a bit of user error, but yeah, I'm not a fan of OneNote, but OneNote is available, and maybe you should watch a different video if you want a proper review of that. Now, also keep in mind that other apps are better on the Book compared to tablets, such as Microsoft Word, for example. Obviously, you've got that keyboard, so you can type up all your essays very seamlessly, and this is where it being a PC works really well, and it comes in handy for those times. So this is what I mean, but it's a really all-in-one device here. So there are other apps you can explore on the Book, which I'm not going to be going into today. For example, GoodNotes has recently been released, so that's something that maybe I'll be looking into as well for the future. But yeah, there's lots of Android and Windows compatible apps that the Book will definitely be compatible with. Alright everyone, well, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope that you found this useful, and you can see from a note-taking and student perspective, this device is really powerful, it's portable, it's easy to use, and most of all, it's very efficient, and it's a really great all-in-one for supporting you at university. So let me know what you think down in the comments. If you've got a Book 4 360 yourself, I'd love to hear your experience on it. Do share down in the comments. And if you have any questions for me, then do also let me know. I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.